is a momentous occasion, madam. Your first victory in battle. I'm no expert on personal combat, but I would say, based on the fact that you're not dead, you acquitted yourself rather well. It's hard to believe that just a few days ago I was rousing you from a comfortable bed. It would seem that you have completed 2 of the tasks that Sabine set for you. If you return to Brightwall, you will find Sir Walter has some news on how to fulfill the last requirement. Sir Walter is still waiting for you in the Brightwall Tavern. He seems to have become rather attached to the place.
Hi there. How can I help?
Bet you won't find a better deal than here in my shop.
I buy stuff.
Spending your money.
Well, I just think that...
Hey!
Aha! Oh, yeah. What? Wait! Put me down! Afraid of heights?
Products in
That
Brightwall
Saker
available
always seems
here.
to get away with it. He'd better not shop around.
You've received additional articles of clothing. Magnificent selection. The headscarf is particularly well chosen. A fine choice of trousers. Should go with nearly anything paramilitary. That combination suits you fabulously. I'm all for challenging established gender roles. However, one does need the occasional break.
That's good like apple pie.
Now that's attractive.
My brother was killed by a hob. If you see any hobs,
Thank them from me.
look at what I've got. You have not seen anything like it.
Well, aren't you a member of the oppressive upper classes?
Whoa! All right.
Yeah, nice.
Yay!
Good.
Woo! All right. Incredible.
Anything is much appreciated.
Woohoo!
Always look out for sails. You never know when.
Nice. Good one.
Alms for the poor? I'm not sure what alms are, but I'll take anything.
Woohoo! Yeah! Boo!
Think I'll go home.
Boo! Hiss! Top stuff. Great job. Woohoo! That's just super. Impressive.
Doesn't have to be a lot. Just whatever you have on you.
Yeah.
Best establishment in Brightwall.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yes! Yes! Yay!
Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah! Nice!
Have you ever been hungry?
Yay!
Yeah, nice.
Woo! All right!
Woo-hoo!
Woohoo!
You won't find anything better in all of Brightwall than the stuff I'm selling right here.
Top that! That's a great top.
It's just,
really brings
I've
out
been
your
going through a rough patch these last few decades.
Oh, Bright.
Oh, that's a good pie.
Stay in business if they weren't.
My goods are the cheapest. Really they are.
You handle that dough like an artist.
Dress for success.
Oh, we've
with
got
our...
more.
You can roll with the best of them.
That's lovely, thanks.
I hope to see you again soon.
Smells delicious. You're good at this. Pie mastery, right there. Ooh, that crust is divine. Oh, dough everywhere.
The best stuff in Brightwall.
I love your technique.
Feel free to browse and buy. Feel even freer to buy.
Lovely work. Ooh, might have that for pudding tonight.
I sell the best items in all Brightwall.
Smells delicious. Brilliant. Keep them coming. Oops, watch it.
Closing time for shops.
Home is where the heart is, as they say. It should also be where you have your best furnishings. Now, have you given any thought to redecorating?
Closing time for all stalls.
I hear they're looking for a bard in town.
Let's change the subject, shall we?
How are things?
Is that normal?
Ah, yes, the special ingredient of our famous...
Ah, here she is. We were just talking about you.
Indeed, we have made a toast to your stupendous feat in ridding Miss Peak of Saker and his men. They have been a source of great distress for some time.
Nobody will be more pleased than Sabine. His dwellers might find some peace now.
Of course, nobody has suffered more than they.
I've been telling Samuel here about the terrible situation they're in. He thinks he may be able to help.
Yes, well, perhaps. I mean, of course. The thing is, as I was just explaining to Sir Walter, Brightwall has no overabundance of resources itself. The King's levies are rather steep, and we face shortages more often than is comfortable.
But
But were you to improve things around Brightwall, the people would be most grateful. And when people are grateful, they're also charitable. I'm sure they would find it in their hearts to send aid to those poor people.
there you have it. The way I see it. You will need all the followers you can get if you're going to lead a successful rebellion. What better time to start?
I heartily agree with Sir Walter. Pardon me for overhearing. As it happens, I've learned of a promising method for amassing followers. If you'll return to the sanctuary at your earliest convenience, I can show you what I mean.
Well, almost any.
Ah, now, the book says there is an additional rather amazing capability about the sanctuary's map table. It can help you find people who are in need of a hero. An excellent way to gain followers is by helping villagers in need. Take a closer look at Brightwall and I will explain more. You can now see the villagers in need. You can also see how many followers you must amass to impress Samuel and the people of Brightwall. Select a villager to help. By doing so, you will gain the respect and loyalty of others in the region.
Oh, this is terrible. Right, you'll need this. Contrary to what most people think, chickens are very, very crafty.
They won't fall for any of that. Come here, chickie, chickie. I've got some lovely treats for you.
Oh no, too smart. You have to defeat them psychologically. Now, they won't remain one concentrated force. They'll have redeployed into groups of 3 or so to maximize their tactical advantage. When you find one of these squads, flap your wings and such, and they should follow you back here. But don't let them try to negotiate with you. You do not want those little buggers inside your head, believe me.
I have no doubt that the people of Brightwall will end up following you. You've a new suit in your wardrobe, a new feathery suit. You can use these mannequins to store your current look in order to easily select it later. Yes, you see, this way it will be here for you when you want it. You're...
You're doing great. We can't afford any mistakes now, or the entire operation will be compromised.
That this fair city demands we must feed their souls, not starve their minds.
Oh, foul and wretch yourself. Music, laughter, life, that's what they need.
That's lovely. Just keep doing what you're doing. And no matter what, don't show them any fear. You sure you're up for this? Many a valiant man has been destroyed trying.
Come on, do something funny.
That's all of them. At last, the town can rest easy.
Oh, Bernard, you've got to lock them up again. This isn't right. They deserve to be free.
You're always on about the chickens and their freedom. You know what I think? I think it was you let them out.
You're right. I admit it. I couldn't live with myself any longer being complicit in this chicken oppression.
But they might have destroyed the entire town, possibly the world.
They might have gone off to live peacefully on their own. They might have created great works of art or literature. We don't know. And we have no right to take away their fundamental liberties based on our own prejudices.
Well, now it's clear taking away their liberties isn't enough. I have to assume you'll try to facilitate another escape. And that means the only choice is to kill them all.
Oh, no, Bernard! No, don't!
All right. We'll let them live. But only if you swear never to let them out again.
All right. All right. We'll work this out.
I hope I haven't made a terrible mistake. But if I killed them, I would just make them martyrs. Oh, I just don't know about this.
It's what's best, Bernard. It's the right thing to...
There are new items available in the sanctuary shop. I trust you are finding everything all right? There you are, then. Ah, your loyal companion. This is where you can see how he is getting on, his combat proficiency, any new tricks he's learned, that sort of thing. When someone has given you a gift, I will keep it for you here until you wish to unwrap it. I shan't peek, I promise. Now here is where you can fine-tune the more esoteric aspects of your adventuring.
I wish I could believe that. I really do.
Nah.
Dare I say, you're not like...
You, dear lady, you who live in such a tumultuous epoch, do you not thirst for the drama and emotion of a properly structured tragic play?
Of course you don't. You want to escape your troubles. You want to be made merry. You want to be amused.
It is no good. You will find the legendary lost play? Splendid!
Finally, tragedy and comedy will come together as they should.
Turn back now, mortal one. Stay away from this accursed place. Only death and insanity await you. Don't pick it up! No, really, I'm serious. You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife. Listen, you. You're not getting my lost plate, you hear? It's rubbish. Worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear madam, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
Oh, Ethel, my love, my life, my son, if thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love me, and all is well. We shall meet again in the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? That we shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
Coochie coochie coo.
Oh, stop, it's too funny. I believe I'm in the right mood now to meet with those foreign delegates. I think I shall only behead half of them, yes.
I have never seen a more convincing fool. There is hope for us yet.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2. Which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Titus, thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine, cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
Aren't you that saintly tart? I hate people like you, always trying to make everyone feel guilty.
We're gonna gut.
Not doing that
to me, you witch! Champion block, mate. You may think you're winning, but I've got one last trick before I die.
Jesus, strong as a troll, knuckles around!
More of my kin lie slain, and yet you live. You have breathed your last sulphur-scented breath, Titus. You're a hero now, but soon you'll be just another calf.
Hey, you don't support me! She's nearly dead. Are they setting things on fire? It's embarrassing. Oh, yes. Dish that damage, lad. Hey, here! What the hell was that?
All my men dead, my vengeance denied, my world undone. I cannot stand to live 1 second more.
A tremendous performance. That's just the ending I wanted to see when I was a young boy attending the theatre every weekend. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? And the way you improvised some of those roles, you brought new life to my words. I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it The Ham Sandwich. A metaphorical title, of course.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day!
What says,
Have you
Lambert?
perchance found... Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds! thank you a million times. Thank you.
His head bosom. It's already working. Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands.
Hark. Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk, and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating core?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say,
"Great big giant bosoms!"
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever.
Well done. You have gathered quite an impressive following in Brightwall. This should be more than enough to convince this little hamlet to send aid to the
I'm
dweller.
beginning to understand why
I believe Samuel
Philip
awaits you at the town
Morley
gates to
never
express that
published
very
this
sentiment.
particular piece of work in his lifetime.
indeed, it is too far ahead of its time. Perchance one day a civilization...
Ponder the mysteries of reproduction.
All right.
Stalls will close until tomorrow. That's just great.
Wonderful.
What will my wife say if I don't get any money?
That's quite good, actually. I'll read.
Yeah!
As luck would have it, there's a sale on in this town.
Good one.
Let's change the subject.
Yeah.
Yes, go on!
Yay.
Good one.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes, go on!
There's only so much a man can stand. And I can
There's a new sale on nearby. Not a big one, but still.
when you play that lute.
Gone! Gone!
Esteemed citizens of Brightwall, today we demonstrate the generous nature of our fair town. For too long have our mountain neighbors suffered in silence, and now we extend a helping hand. But this effort would not have been possible without the courage and determination of one woman, the daughter of the old hero king. From this day, we shall know you as the hero of Brightwall. Before you leave, we ask of you one favor. As we pledge ourselves to you, so we hope you will pledge to return Brightwall to its former glory and reopen the academy which your father founded.
I will.
Very, very good, very good. I expected nothing less from you. These volunteers shall carry the supplies to the dweller camp. They may have them with our blessing. I hope you will return one day, not just as our hero, but as our queen.
No finer goods in all of Brightwell. Let me know if I can help.
Upon that, you have done a wonderful thing for those poor people in the mountains. They will be overjoyed when you arrive with the aid that you required for them.
Our hero returns, bringing good tidings. Ha, and supper. Damn thing doesn't open. How do you, Oh well, I never thought you'd actually get it, tell you the truth. Boulder. We've been blessed, my friends. We have made an alliance that has already brought us life. One day, it will bring us much more. We require but one more offering before we fight at your side. Boulder. Promise to restore these mountains to their full glory and to protect our right to dwell in them, and promise you will bring nothing but the fiercest justice upon Logan's head.
I promise.
Then may we be carried into the castle by the dark storms of fury!
You'll have to wait a little longer for that. It's still just us against a whole army. We need to recruit more people.
I was afraid you'd come over all logical and sensible. Well, you have brought us a feast, and we are free to hunt again. We'll just keep on eating and drinking till you're good and ready. Right, Border? He couldn't be happier.
You have made an important ally today. The revolution cannot hope to succeed without fighters such as Sabine and his people on your side. You have the beginnings of an army now.
I placed the contract representing your promise to Sabine on the wall. Welcome to the Sanctuary.
I couldn't be prouder of what you've accomplished here. But there is still much for us to do, and I know just where to find our next allies. I'll meet you at the station in Mistpeak when you're ready. The revolution is just getting started.
That Saker always seems to get away with it. I can tell you can handle a gun. That's it. You stand in the way of the bullets while I sneak round the side. Now that's skill. That dog should be put down. You better magic yourself some shit. So we have a barbecue.
Come on, lads, we can win.
Excellent shot! Excellent! Watch out for the dead dog!
We could just talk this over and come to an understanding. We're under fire. Watch it, bud.
If you're not too busy, you might have a look in the sanctuary shop. I believe something new has been added. In with the new, I always say, though I prefer to keep the old handy as well. You never know when you might find a use for the old. This is the sanctuary shop, where you can buy items from outside Albion to enhance your adventures. would see this as an obstacle. Knowing what I do of you, I'd say you would view it as an opportunity. Any other business to attend to? Man's best friend, as they say. Now, I was never... How may I be of assistance? Just approach anything, and I will tell you what I know about it. You've acquired several trophies since you last popped in for a visit, and I've taken the liberty of mounting them. Good heavens, that could be taken the wrong way. The lectern contains a record of all your recent transactions. If you don't spend your money, it will accrue here in a sort of golden heap. Your trophies are all stored here, mounted, I should say. Apparently, this wall records your achievements. I'm still trying to work out the specifics.